Hello there. So you may be feeling at this moment like you have the weight of the world on your shoulders. You may be clearing out your past history, anything that you feel shameful about. This says righting past wrongs and uprooting. So you maybe feel like you're being uprooted at this time, and it may be a heavy energy that you're going through. I feel like you are tapping into your star ancestry. You could be discovering your star seed roots, origins, or just learning more about maybe past lives or Egypt, and realizing that you are a child of the cosmos and that everything of creation is inside of you and the power that you hold. You could be taking baby steps towards following your intuition, taking steps before you have full evidence of, walking by faith, not by sight. It says follow your intuition before it makes sense. So you could be making slow and steady progress in this area. You could be really developing up your intuition and your connection with your higher self, your starseed ancestors, your spirit guides, just really leaning into the whole spiritual side of life, which requires some sort of karmic clearing where you kind of go and make amends for past wrongs that you have committed. And this is very heavy. So, you may have gone through this time where, you felt very heavy. You could be connected to the water. You could love to stargaze. Hold on a second. We got one of these telepathy cards here and see what else we got going on. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, what else do we have going on here in the energy, please? Okay, it says cherish and moment. So think of a special moment that brought you and your partner a lot of joy. Tree, tell the tree what you really think. And twin flame. So you could be experiencing a moment with your twin flame. You could be experiencing twin flame activations. You could be spending a lot of time in where you're just cherishing the moment, really living in the moment, and just really going for it. Appreciating the small things, living in gratitude. I feel like okay, so also if you've experienced any sort of rejection from any sort of relationship or maybe from your twin flame, it says rejection is simply redirection. So this is actually a form of protection for you. So if you're feeling low about a twin flame, try and remain in gratitude. And remind yourself that, maybe it just wasn't aligned. Maybe your twin flame went rogue. Maybe it just wasn't the right timing. And now this says medicine. By taking ownership of your healing journey, you embrace the transformative power of divine love and nurture the sacred flame of your heart. So I'm sorry, my dog is asking for her breakfast. Stop that. Maybe you and or your twin flame still had some more healing to go through before this relationship could come together. Maybe you have set out on this healing journey first and your twin flames behind you. Whatever the case, it was for your higher protection. Holy Spirit, why do we have I'm sorry over here? 5 of Cups. So yeah, this is a feeling about feeling regret about the things that have gone wrong in our lives. So it definitely goes with this line, these cards of I'm sorry and weight of the world. It's just this heavy feeling of remorse and regret. It can even be depression where you're concentrating on these spilled cups here, the things that have gone wrong, but not really quite seeing these two standing cups behind you still. So you could have recently gone through that energy. You could be still processing and transmuting this. You could feel like your twin flame relationship has passed you by, the Lovers, but you could have decided to pour into yourself, but you do also have love in your energy. So it looks like the divine wants you to have love, whether this, okay, what do we have here? The Six of Pentacles. So yeah, there was something that was not balanced, maybe unrequited, not reciprocated, an unequal balance of energy in this situation. So let's see. Why do we have the Six of Pentacles in reverse? The Page of Wands. So this person could have had other interests, went after their passions and dreams, or you could be going after your passions and dreams, but it's kind of an immature energy with the unequal giving and the Page of Wands here, so that could be the case as well. The Sun, yeah, you do have joy and happiness in your energy. So whatever it is that you are transmuting, keep going, because you are working towards the Sun. That is the happiest card in the deck. You could have collaborations coming in, new work collaborations. You could have a apology, somebody that wants to apologize to you. Or a love confession. Also, you could just be very intuitive, going after your passion and dreams. Yeah, very strongly going after your passions and dreams. You could be stepping into a leadership role, or there could be a leader in your community. This could be, why do we have the King of Wands here? Holy Spirit. King of Cups. And the Ace of Wands. So in reverse. So what I'm getting is somebody that does have a lot of love for you and a lot of passion that they kind of held back with the Ace of Wands in reverse, or they could have given their passion to other people, because the King of Wands can be a player. Yeah, and that's the truth with the Ace of Swords. You may get some truth with this apology or confession coming out. Queen of Swords. Yeah, you're discerning of this person, whoever this is. Let's get some of these here. Yeah, this person could be scared and scared to come forward and tell you the truth. They could be feeling confused at this time. Tell me more, please. Understanding. This is somebody that wants you to be understanding of the situation that they were in. They know that you're a compassionate, understanding individual. But they're still afraid you might be angry. There's something that they're about this truth that's going to make you angry. You could have learned a truth that made you angry already. This is going to be something that shocks you. Shocking. Something shocking. You're going to be unhappy. It could be like scary with thrilled. I don't get the feeling that it's like maybe eventually it could end up to something that works out happy, but this person's going to end up lonely or afraid to be lonely. Tell me more. Yeah, we got somebody very stressed here. Embarrassed. Someone afraid of disappointment, doesn't want to be disappointed. And someone hopeful. So what I'm getting is somebody that wants to come forward with some sort of truth for you, but they don't know how you'll take it. And they're hoping like maybe it will work out, and once the smoke clears, you'll be thrilled. Or it could work, and they're hopeful of that, but they're also afraid that the disappointment could ruin this offer that they have for you. Let me get one of these before I close this out and get into the extended here. Listen to your body and do what it's asking of you. So your body could be sending you signals. Maybe your body's asking you to exercise more or do other things less. Whatever it is, listen to your body. You can even spend a moment in meditation where you dedicate it to a couple minutes of talking to your body, you know, what you need, what you want, what can I do for you, for us today. So I hope that this message left you better than it found you, and I'm going to get into this extended over at the YT and see if we could break this down a little bit more. Okay, we're going to get into this extended. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, what else do we need to know? So we have grounding, go deep, explore your roots. So another thing about trees and rooting. So if you haven't begun grounding and rooting in your spiritual journey, it is essential and so important. And it is very, you know, it recharges us. You can actually pull in energy from the earth and from the cosmics, and especially if you're by a tree and water, and maybe you like to read by the water. But you can also, as we take from the earth, but you know, everything should be reciprocal. So you can also send your golden loving energy back down into the earth to help her, because she is being blasted. We're all being blasted by the solar waves, and it's affecting her. Schumann resonance, and it's affecting us. So it says breaking trail, a breakthrough is at hand. You know what? I channeled this before, and I was going to do a separate message saying that whoever you are, a breakthrough is on the way. You're on the edge of a breakthrough. That might be why you're going through this and processing this last bit of heaviness, because you are a child of the cosmos. I feel like you're just starting to realize the infinite power that lies within you. If you see like these stars, you know, it's the same thing that's inside of her. The cosmos are inside of her, and she's inside of the cosmos, or he. Flip it where it needs to go. Yeah, you are discovering that this is a wondrous universe. Heavy energy of the stars. I mean, I am using the Starseed Oracle, but on top of that, you know, there's a Saturn here and the sun, and it says walk in beauty. So and this guy's wearing a wizard coat. Maybe you do some sort of magic. I already said you are on the healing journey, so maybe you're experiencing some sort of spiritual awakening. Another one, this is distant thunder, clear the air. I actually want to look this one up. So you could have a storm approaching. It might be better to, if you know that there's a storm approaching, to go ahead and clear the air. Or this could be this person that wants to come in and clear the air with you. Okay, number 43. Dramatic purification, renewal, and healing are occurring on many levels. Don't be concerned if there is chaos in your life. If in this instance, it is good. It is shaking things up so you don't become stagnant. If your auric field or your personal space is cluttered, it's difficult for exciting new experiences and opportunities to come into your life. It's time to clear out clutter, release the old, discarded, and unused. Clear the air and release situations and people who don't empower you. Purify the dross out of your life. In order for renewal to occur, the old needs to make way for the new. The sacred traveler wants you to know on the distant horizon a storm is brewing, great shards of lightning and thunder bolting to the earth from the heavens. It can feel chaotic, but it heralds a time of renewal. The thunderstorm clears the dust out of the air and re-energizes the earth. Be open to change. It's all good, even if it doesn't seem like it. New energy is flooding your energy field. Examine your life and see if there is anything that needs to be cleared, renewed, or released. Now is the time. Renewal and even rebirth is at hand. So yeah, you are going through something major, and something major is approaching you, and you're being asked to make room for it in whatever way you can, whether that be actually in your physical life, and I feel like also in your energetic. So you could be like maybe letting things go. Maybe with this full new moon, you could be doing a full moon. You could be doing a release of the things that just no longer align for you, that you don't, your past hurts and resentments, these things that you're sorry about, that other people are sorry about. You could be doing a final cleanse and clear of that. Letting go of the people that are no longer aligned for you. It mentioned also inner child, number 18, playfulness, lightheartedness, innocence, and wonder. So you could be healing your inner child. You know, that is a very murky energy to go through as you heal your inner child. But the thing about that is once you do that, then they're allowed to come out and play. And that's a beautiful thing. So yeah, something about relationships, the number 9, intimacy, freedom, acceptance, and trust. So yeah, you could be really coming into relationships that are aligned for you. There is the energy of the twin flame that came up earlier. So, oh, that's tree I grabbed. So many cards are buried, the twin flame. So it says, twin flames themselves contain an aspect of each other's personality. So if you do feel like you're on the twin flame journey, as you heal and work on yourself, that also helps heal and heal your twin flame and activate them, because we're all connected. We're all part of the same cosmos, you know? Okay. Heart chakra. Yeah, you could be working on healing your heart chakra from whatever this was. This is the number 22. Okay, this one says schmexuality, openness, sharing, beauty, and honor. So you could be exploring your intimate desires and being open about what it is that you truly want and desire. You could be feeling an influx of this energy as you come closer into union with your twin flame, as you both heal. Divine consciousness, interconnection, expansion, oneness, and light. Yeah, you are something about your crown chakra. You are coming into, you know, the divine consciousness where you see things from a higher perspective. You see things from a point of oneness where you know that we are all this child of the cosmos energies. We are the same. We are all the stars. We all are all the air, the earth, the sky, the sun, the trees. So you are experiencing your interconnection, and this is going to expand. I'm also just heard that you're going to get further upgrades to your crown chakra, your third eye, your intuition. So okay, I'm going to go ahead and close this out here, and I hope that this message helped you and you have an amazing day. All right, take care.